Holy Jesus Christ, holy mother frick. Fallen is here. 2022 Studio Series line are going to be super nuts, trust me. I mean, today, boys, that's the probable reason why I'm back. To bring you some of the urgent news and analyze some of the figures that I've gotten out recent today. So yeah, let me just do a very quick analysis and let's just predict some of the things even then. So I won't call you guys subscribe it because this is just an urgent news, so why I have to do this. Anyway, moving on to the Transformers newly leaked Fallen. Yes, you haven't heard that wrong. That is Fallen. This is a guy called on internet, so-called claiming himself as BitClick or BitTick. It actually doesn't really matter. Anyway, we have a very first look of the Studio Series Fallen. I think the head sculpt there was pretty amazing. I think it has a massive improvement over that original version. You have some of the, the masked version of it. You have some of the metallic blue going on, which is more accurate to the film that I've seen. We even have some of the slightly painted metallic yellow going around there. That looks kind of weird. Unfortunately, it seems like the eyes are actually not painted, which is a weird feature to be seen in some of the Studio Series figures, especially Studio Series figures are claimed to have a good sculpting on some of the figures there. Most of the figures. Anyway, the rest of the parts are painted in some of the gunmetal gray, gunmetal silver, and some of the plastic gray that seems to be not unpainted right now. And let's just take a look at the main body. You have two parts forming stuff, seems to be, but personally I don't think this is actually a parts forming. These are believed. Some of the discussions with my friends, they actually think this is a part from the mid body part. This is some sort of like the torso or like upper torso or something. This is the part where the Fallen we should have it, and then the original version did have, and then it comes to a thing where the original figure was just having a little bit problem there eventually, since those things doesn't really do that much. It's actually not accurate, so it's glad to see some of the new features that are getting back on the Studio Series line. I'm glad to see those things there. But if this is a parts forming, I will just slightly deduct my prediction marks on this guy. This guy looks fine. This guy looks neat. It looks clean. It looks amazing. For me, at least I do hope those parts are actually tapped in and transform this guy, integrated into the body part, and just transform it as a body, as a one body. Turning up to the main body itself, you can see the unmasked version itself is kind of ugly. It's kind of like you are just trying to fart. You are just trying to not to fart in public. Okay, so the whole body was painted in black color, which I think is a little bit weird. Some of the slight painted sections, which are some of the silver color, and then the red color doesn't really look that vibrant at all. Maybe they are not painted at all. No one knows. Maybe this is the first prototype that they are still testing on it. I do hope so. Now let's just take a look at the lower section here. The logo kind of blurred it, but we can barely see some of the mechanical details going around there on from the neck section to the torso section, which is cool. And this guy seems like it doesn't come with the waist swivel, and I'm okay with that. Like every single Fallen figure doesn't even come with the waist swivel, so I'm actually okay with that. By far we have two, counting this in, so just frick it, no one cares. You have some of the metallic blue there going around. Maybe this is sort of like a jet, the cockpit, like the cockpit stuff, so kind of like that, like the head of the jet. Maybe this looks like that just gives me a feeling of this. If you just take a look at the leg sections there, I think these are actually not completed at all for the set. We just only have an early look, as I mentioned. And then, in fact, in my opinion, I think this is just a prototype. First, I have my first reason here. Maybe you will think this is the legs were transformed into the bodies, and then they were hidden from the camera. I personally don't think so. If you look at a backpack, that doesn't even seem to be the leg sections there. Plus, if you look at there, actually, when you look at the left leg and the right leg, you can see there was a huge differences between two legs there. So I'm pretty sure that one leg, which is the left leg section, is transformed, and then the right leg section didn't actually transform. If you just look at the left hand, you can actually see the hands are compressed together to form the kind of like a clean look of it. But when you look at the right arm, in fact, you can see the hands are not compressed together. So it kind of means that the leg sections there are not finished at all. And you can see they have a different look on legs as well, which is not happening on the full original CGI model. So I think this is actually just a early prototype that we can actually just take a look on it, or at the painting and the sculpting there. But nothing really that matters, or nothing really that important to just check out, because I mean this is just a prototype. Turning up to the shoulder sections there, I believe there was a bicep swivel, though that's cool. I don't think they actually have included those, articulated hands or like whatsoever, because we can actually see there the hands there, they are not articulated so far. So this is kind of sad, but it is what it is. The painting there is actually great. Nothing really that I want to highlight it. So yep. By far, I believe this is a commander class figure, but after some of the discussions with my friends, they actually think this is a leader class, considering there are no any of the commander class in the Studio Series figures in there. So yeah, I mean, I personally still think this is a commander class. I have my solid reasons then. Because if you include these things, if you have a clean transformation, if you have everything, because as I mentioned, this is a prototype. If you use this statement to just push it beyond that, and then this is actually it will have a chance to be a very, very clean transformer figure. And how it turns out, maybe this is a leader class scale figure, but in fact it will getting upscaled into a commander class to make it more cleaner transformation and blah blah blah, those things. That is what I think. So far, this is the thing that we can actually see in the Revenge of the Fallen from the Studio Series version. And some of the figures that I actually want to talk about in the recent days, we have actually gotten a 15th anniversary of the pack with Prime, Ratchet, B, Ironhide, and Jazz. So that is pretty cool. We have seen it in the SDCC Comic Con. So I mean that looks pretty cool, and we even have some of the pictures here, and I will show you guys in here. It looks accurate, but some of the plastics there are actually not accurate, so kind of sad. But I mean, it still looks cool. But I have those figures already, so I'm not gonna pick it up. Next, we have Dead End, which is the highly anticipated figures that I actually want this figure desperately. I love the car mode, I love the robot mode, and I just love everything. Because maybe this is just a Thundercon, and then I'm with love with Thundercon, so probably maybe this is the reason. We have the rest of the Legacy Wave 4 figures that are actually coming up. We have the Legacy Inferno, we have the School Green, and we also have Transmetal 2 Megatron, which I'm looking for it. We also have some of the, like the Point Blank and Crankcase, or even Blanker, packed with Point Break. And we even have the Armada Starscream there. So actually, I think this is pretty amazing so far as concerned. And I think there are some of the packs that I actually want to mention. About the Factory Saber, that is Star Saber, that we've actually gotten from the HasLab version. We even have the Victor Sigma sets of Orion packs and Alphatron with the Victor Sigma there. And we even have some of the Shattered Glass stuffs, some of the Generation Select stuffs, and blah blah blah. We also have some of the Swap stuffs that I'm not looking for. I'm definitely not looking forward to see those things. Also, we also have some of the Studio Series 86 Ironhide. We also have the NPM 10
Hit me with everything you got, sir!
The Fallen Star Screen. We also have... Sorry,
the Autobots must be shielding their signals.
Out there. We also have the Optimus Prime camera and the reflector camera there. I wish they could have made more camera stuff. I mean, although I'm not interested, but I wish they do more to see more characters involved into there. And yeah, we can also see the 15th anniversary Decepticon 5 pack as well. So probably my prediction, it should be like this: Megatron, Starscream, Barricade, Brawl, and then Bone Crusher. That's what I think. This is obviously how it is. We still have some of the things like the Jada Diecast Nano Metal Fix Series 2 multi-pack, but I actually don't really care about that, to be honest with you. Same as some of the Earthspark toys. I actually don't give a crap about those things. And yeah, so far these are the figures that are announced in there, and I wish they could have made more Rise of Beast announcements. I would love to see those things coming up. Maybe in the 16th of August, when we actually got some of the Hasbro official revealing stuff, to just have some of the Rise of Beast things going around there by Sam himself. I would love to see those things then. Yeah, so this is the end of the video. If you want to check out more, if you want to check out my videos, just go check it out. I may have some of the reviews in the future and coming soon. So if you don't want to miss out any of them, so subscribing is totally free and you can always change your mind later. And I don't want you to miss out any of the juicy reviews coming soon. And also subscribing, you can actually using subscribing these kind of actions to support me, to motivate me to do more contents before I actually made Patrons or those kind of shitty things. Anyway, these are news, and I hope you guys have a great day. And this is the urgent news by Tingmanic Prime, aka Kendrick, and I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what next video it will be.